Okay, we got a 1984 300ZX. We're gonna be replacing the power steering pump. So let's get to it. First, we're gonna go ahead and disconnect this power cable. See where we're gonna be screwing some screws back there. Disconnecting this hose here and taking it off this pulley here. So let's go ahead and get to it with hopefully not taking all this stuff out to get to it. Okay, so it's a little update. Took off this hose right here, connected right there with this little screw right here. We used good old breaker bar and a size. What size was it? This doesn't have a size on it, but it was about a 5/16. Maybe just a little bit bigger than a 5/16. After we get that off, you have to stick a screwdriver in one of these pulley holes right here in order to be able to tighten this or loosen this to get it off. After you get this off, you get the nut. You got a washer that goes with it. After you get your nut and your washer, there's gonna be tension on this with the belt. So maybe not, because my belt's hella loose. Just wiggle it off and get it off. Didn't even need a pulley puller I borrowed. Oh, wow. Okay, make it nice and easy, that's all. Got your pulley. This one used pulley. Okay. Got this old belt right here. Is your first belt. Kind of hard to get it out, the fan assembly in the way, but just wiggle, wiggle, and push it down. And she falls straight down to the ground. Pick this up. This old belt, kind of cracky, all brittle. Yeah, look at that. Definitely due for replacement. Alright, now we got that off and the pulley off. Gotta get back here, still gotta get mounted in right here. Let's get it. Okay, so after you get this screw out here, these screws, you got two screws on this front panel. You gotta loosen the screw down there. Loosen this screw, don't remove it, just loosen it to get this thing to drop down like that, to free up this so you can get more play out of it, so you can bend it up and pull it out of its bracket, just like that. Okay, now we got the pump. The hose is loose, and we just gotta get it to detach. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. And there we go. She's now removed just like that. Fuck. All over my car. Just like that. Old one is out. Wish I could tell if it was really bad or not. Okay, so now with the power steering out, the old one, obviously we got the new one. Let's get this little warning label. Okay. Safety plug here. Oh, I need to replace that under there. Okay. So you gotta take your old little adapter and put it on your new pump. Okay. So I put that thing on, I put the washer that's supposed to go in there, I put the washer in there that's supposed to go in there. I put the brass washer on the screw like it goes, just getting ready. I cut the end of my hose because it was really messed up, so I made the hose a little bit shorter, but a little bit fresher hose right here. Put this in just barely to in here, push this in. Now I'm able to slide it in. I got it lined up. I gotta line up this back end right here. That's good to get this screw all the way through. That would be a 200. So I'm just playing with it and pushing in on that screw till I can get the screw to follow through all the way in that hole. There's that hole. Run it straight through. No, somewhere right here. That's the hole we're trying to come through. Yeah. I don't know if I'm threaded or not, but I'll try to do it. But you guys get the idea of what you got to do. You got to pretty much just get that screw in. Okay. So I now have that hose on. I have this on. It's not fully tightened though, so I can still play with it, move it up and down. I just picked up this little thing, put one bolt in. Gotta get this other bolt in down here. Sorry guys, I would do a full length video without pausing it, but I do not have anybody to record me. So, not having a tripod or anything like that. Guess it's just best to do segments, little clips on what to do. But if you have a 300ZX and you plan on restoring it, doing some work to her, go ahead, like and follow, and I will show you how to do what you got to do. Next step is going to be doing the water pump. That's a project for a different day. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the camera. You know what I'm trying to do. Okay. So I got this bracket on and secure now. That hose is on. This is still loose. I haven't tightened that down yet. You got this right here below, if you guys were wondering. This right here is to adjust the angle on this for your pulley, your tensioner, to give it more tension. So now just go ahead and leave it a little bit loose, a little snug. Make sure you can play with that just a little bit, push it in. We'll be picking it up and making it tighter later. I do have to replace not this belt, but this belt on my alternator, and that just so happens to be the back belt. So I am going to be having to take out this belt as well to get to that belt. I'll go ahead and include that in the video just in case you guys have to do a belt replacement. So yeah, go ahead and pause it, finish this up, and I'll come back in a minute. All right, so when I took out the old one, I did these two bolts right here and here. You just need to do that one. You don't need to do these two, just that one and the front two that I showed you. That first two that I did is part of the actual pump. You don't need to take those off. Just the two bolts to go in on bottom, top, and the one that goes through right here. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. From there, those ones are good. I tightened that one already. That's pretty much in there. Let's go ahead. Hose goes in like that. We got a thing with a new washing clip. screw that back in there. Now we gotta find that socket that I used on it. It was this big one right here, yep. With that one. And you just go ahead and tighten this guy back on there. Oh, there's two. I don't really know how much pressure you see. I don't got a torque wrench, but just do it till you feel it's nice and snug. Okay, sorry guys, I kind of just got her done. But yeah, I put the belt on, put the pulley on, plugged her in, screwed back in the coolant tank, put this hose in. I think everything's done, ready to go. Let's start it up and hope I don't fuck anything up in the process. Pump next. Steering's still a bitch. But also don't got no fluid. I don't got a belt wide. Steering fluid and hope that fixed it. I doubt it though, because we're not gonna need a whole rack of pin set.